Have your rolls and eat on the go. Stuffed dinner rolls are my absolute fave. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make coconut and peanut stuffed dinner rolls. Even a plus, I'll be sharing with you the recipe for my multi-purpose bread dough. Yes, you can use this dough for dinner rolls, sausage bread buns, and you can also use them to make burger buns. So stay tuned and let's get baking. For this recipe, you'll be needing 1 tablespoon of instant dry yeast, 460 grams of flour, 100 grams of sugar, 40 grams of butter, 2 fresh eggs, and 200 grams of milk. You can use full cream evaporated milk or powdered milk diluted in water. The full list of ingredients and their measurements will be in the description box below. To a clean and dry bowl, add in all your ingredients and mix together using your hands. Now, if you have a stand mixer, you can use that. But for the sake of viewers who may not own one yet, I'm going to be demonstrating using my hands. Now, once all your ingredients are well incorporated, add in your butter and mix. Transfer your dough to a clean wet surface and knead. It's okay if at first the dough sticks to your hand. Just scrape it off using your bench scraper and keep kneading. This is a labor of love by hand, and it takes up to 20 to 25 minutes of kneading till your dough is ready. As you knead, keep a half cup of flour by your side, and at intervals sprinkle little bits of flour to stop your dough from sticking to the table. I like to also dip my fingers in oil as well to avoid a dry dough with so much extra flour. Now, if you're using a stand mixer, you can skip this as your mixer will do all the work. Regularly slam your dough as you knead. We are trying to develop gluten as we knead the dough. This will help in achieving a very fluffy and soft dough. You want to knead your dough until it becomes smooth. Here are 2 ways to know if your dough is ready. The first way is to press it down with your finger. Now, you're not going to scarce it, you're just going to press it lightly with your finger. Now, dip your finger in flour to avoid your finger from sticking to the dough and just press it lightly. If your indentation bounces back up, then it tells you that your dough is ready. But if it leaves a mark on the dough, then you still have kneading to do. Another test is by stretching the dough like so. If it tears immediately, then it's not ready. You still need to knead some more. But if it stretches well enough for you to almost see through the dough, almost like a translucent look, then your dough is ready. Now, grease your bowl with oil to help remove your proof dough with ease. Place your dough into the bowl and use the surface of the dough. This will prevent the surface from drying out while it's proofing. Now cover and set aside in a warm place to rise. While the dough is rising, let's prepare our stuffing. For our coconut rolls, add 4 tablespoons of icing sugar, 1 tablespoon of butter, 50 grams of fresh grated coconut, and mix together till well combined. You can also use dry desiccated coconut, but I like to use that for garnish instead. For our peanut rolls, I'll be using chocolate peanut butter spread. This is optional, and I'll also be using roasted peanuts. Now transfer your roasted peanuts into any nylon bag or a Ziploc bag and crush using your rolling pin and set aside. Now that our dough has doubled in size, let's assemble our dinner rolls. You can weigh your dough like so, or simply eyeball the size if you do not own a scale. Now roll out your dough like so and spread your filling as desired. Then roll up your dough as seen. Fold in the ends of your dough and carefully pinch everything together. You can roll it on the working table like so for a more rounded shape. Now transfer this into your prepared pan. I like to use a round pan, but you can use a square or rectangle pan as well. Glaze and sprinkle your garnish of choice to be able to differentiate each roll. Repeat the same process for your peanut stuffing as seen. I used a size 7 pan for 8 rolls. Cover to set aside to rise. I like to double glaze once the dough is risen, but that's optional. Now bake your dinner rolls on low heat for about 15 to 20 minutes till you start perceiving freshly baked bread and until it turns golden brown. The browning is really up to you. It depends on how brown you like your bread rolls. While this is still hot and in the pan, add butter. Now you want to glaze the dinner rolls with some butter. This will help in retaining moisture and also gives a good shine. Cover with plastic wrap and poke about 4 holes and let it cool completely. And our delicious stuffed bread rolls is ready. Super soft, super luscious, super delicious. Here's our peanut roll. You can have fun with it and add in jelly or whatever stuffing you like. And our coconut roll with so much flavor and texture. Sausage bread rolls are good, but are even better with a little extra saucy filling. In this video, I'll be showing you how I make my version of sausage bread rolls. So stay tuned and let's get baking. Saucy filling. We'll be needing garlic powder, ginger powder, spring onions, red onions, fresh tomatoes and pepper. I'll be using this manual grinder because I don't want a smooth tomato pepper blend, but if you have a blender, can use that as well, or you can chop yours. Also, the quantity of the tomatoes and peppers depends on how spicy you like your sauce to be. This is a basic sauce recipe I like, but you can make your own with whatever seasoning or spice of your choice as well. Now chop your onions and spring onions to your preference. Preheat some oil in your pan on medium-low heat. Add thyme, onions and little spring onions. Stir and fry on medium-low heat till the onions becomes translucent. You want to build that flavor. Then add your blended tomato pepper mix, garlic powder, ginger powder, curry and stir. And then add your bouillon cube and salt to taste. Stir and add remaining spring onions and your sausages. You can use any sausage brand of your choice, but here I use chicken frank. Mix together and allow to simmer for a few minutes and our saucy filling is ready. Weigh on your scale or eyeball the size if you do not have a scale. You want your rolls to be as even sized as possible so they bake evenly. Now roll out your weighed dough to form a rectangle shape almost. Place the sausage on one end and add some sauce more around the center so it doesn't spill out from both open ends. Roll up your sausage halfway through the dough like so. Cut out strips on the other end of the dough as seen. You can use a knife for this. Use each strip to wrap your sausage like so. And then pinch the ends together with the formerly rolled dough so it doesn't come apart when baking. Repeat this process till you're done wrapping all your sausages. And plate them on a baking paper, which would be on a baking tray. Ensure you leave enough space between each sausage roll so that when they rise, they do not stick together. Set aside to rise. Once they have risen, apply your glaze. I like to use half and half egg and milk mixture, or you can use whatever glaze you prefer. And as a final touch, I also like to garnish with some sesame seeds. This is totally optional. Bake on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes till you start perceiving freshly baked bread until it turns golden brown, which totally depends on how brown you like your bread. You do not want to overbake your rolls. Once you take them out of the oven, glaze them with some butter while they are still hot. The butter will melt in and add moisture and flavor. Set aside to cool completely, and our sausage bread rolls are ready. Flavorful, saucy, and delicious. I hope you tried this recipe. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos to your loved ones. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye for now.